Good morning, everyone. We finally had some rain last night, and I finally have almost all these beds with a little bit of mulch in them, except for two. So I'm going to show you what happens when you use weed fabric without mulch. And besides just the little bit of weeds that are growing like under the path here, I left two beds covered with weed fabric and nothing else. So I'm going to show you what happened to those. They are exploding with weeds. They have got weeds growing between the seams. And then last night, they just burst right out of the weed fabric. So here we go. This is the weeds without the weed fabric. I mean, this had weed fabric on it. All of this grew underneath the weed fabric because I didn't have any mulch on top of it. So as you can see, it's really important that you put mulch on top of it. Even a thin layer helps. Over here, like I have some of these, and you can still see little spots of weed fabric in there, but it's enough that it's holding it all down. Mostly the tomatoes, even like these areas in these tomatoes that don't have any mulch on them are starting to bulge up with the weeds underneath. So I'm gonna get that mulched up today. But you can see where as long as there's some mulch down, it stays down flat. I mean, like here, most of it is flat. There's just little parts that are kind of starting to bulge with the weeds a little bit. So just make sure if you're using any kind of weed fabric, well, I don't know about any kind. Maybe there's stronger stuff. That I think this one might be a medium weight. So maybe the heavyweight ones would be able to get rid of all the weeds. But for this medium weight one, you have to have something on top of it, or it's just gonna burst right out. So, but yeah, I can already tell a difference. I just did these thin layers of mulch yesterday, and it's already helping keep them down. You just need to block out the light, and it will stop them from growing so much. So I guess today I'm going to be working on clearing those out. I was thinking of just mulching right on top of them, but I think it's just way too thick right now, and they're too tall. So I'm going to pick up the fabric, try to de-weed that area, at least somewhat, and then I'll put the fabric back down, but then this time I'm going to put the mulch on top of it right away. I don't know that I'm going to use those beds this year. I guess it depends on how cleaned out I get them. Otherwise, I'm just going to let those rest for this year. So that's it. I just wanted to show you the difference between using mulch and not using mulch. I am a huge fan of using mulch. There's some areas here that the weeds are so large that they literally eat the plants. Like the plant it ends up, they just kill out all the roots of the plants, and it's not good. So mulch really saves us here because there's so many weeds. I even tilled a little bit yesterday, and even where I tilled, it rained last night. We finally got some rain. So even where I tilled the other day, the weeds are just coming up. I had this whole path tilled, and you can just see weeds are still coming up. And over here, this whole thing will be green shortly. I might till it up just a little bit, put a little bit of compost on, and the pumpkins are going there. I probably won't be mulching much in there. I just don't have that much time or energy to do all of that. So where you can use mulch, I suggest using mulch. A lot of mine I get free at the park. The city does, where they chop it all up and then there's a big pile that you can go take some. Sometimes I'm a little bit worried though because I don't know what I'm bringing home from other people's chopped up branches, but a lot of it is also just the park branches. So I haven't had any problems yet. If I do, I'll be sure to let you know. So it looks like the sun is coming out here again today, and we were hoping for more rain. They were saying more rain, but it's okay. It's a nice day today, a little bit cooler than it has been. So I'm gonna get back to work, but have a good day in your garden. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Bye.